Grizzly One, welcome aboard. Happy Monday to you. It's almost the end of the month, November 29, 2010. Hope you guys made it safely through that Thanksgiving holiday. Happy holiday to you guys here, if I haven't wished to you yet. So we came out of the long weekend. We had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and here we are Monday morning now, 2 days left in the month. And this morning, really what we wanted to do was we wanted to get ourselves kind of back in the rhythm, right? Whenever you find yourself out of the kind of the rhythm of the markets for more than a couple days, it's important that we get back into the rhythm of taking trades. So this morning we came back Monday morning, a little bit of a sluggish, right? Kind of a slow, sluggish Monday morning while people were getting back to their desks. We talked about this morning, and we began to put the pieces together. Right, one foot in front of the other, get back in the routine this morning of taking trades across the markets we trade. So here we are, Monday morning. We took a number of big winning trades. Before we talk about those trades, though, I want to remind you guys about our blog. Our blog has all kinds of free stuff on it for you guys. If you want to know more info about any topic, you can use that search box right there, right below this. There's a search box, and then don't forget, guys, up top here, right in the headers up top here, you've got Beginner's Corner, lots of beginners questions and answers. Make sure you guys check out that Discipline Cycle workshop. It's posted in the Beginner's Corner there as well. Don't forget Trade Room resources, and then you got webinars. Right, we talked about webinars this morning. I had a great webinar this morning talking about trading the news, and of course we'll post those each time we do them under our webinars. So lots of great stuff here on the blog. Make sure you guys follow this blog or sign up for our newsletter. That way you guys get all the new updates. So the easiest way to get every single new update is to follow the blog. If you can't follow the blog, then join the newsletter. All right, guys, let's keep going. We had a busy day today. Let's see how we did today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 total trades. Now, you can see here I kind of forced that final trade of the day. I had a high risk short there on crude off the high of day. It was a wave pattern failure. It was a loss. You can see 24 ticks. That was the only trouble that we get into today. Everything else was pretty steady moving. We had some pretty good patterns from the beginning to the end. The bigger patterns, though, happened at the end of the day. You can see price really started moving. And you can also see we didn't get started here until about 9:30. So we had gold and crude. Took that final trade loss on crude, kind of forced that one though, and you guys, if you're with me this morning, you heard me say I'm forcing this trade right now as a higher risk trade. So, obviously you would have skipped that one on your own time, but 264 ticks, guys, right? 2640, that brings our weekly total to 2640. Monthly total now, 42,000, guys. Now, remember, this time last year, we did $8,000 in the month of November last year. Now, 12 months later, $43,000. What's changed, right? What's changed? I'll tell you what's changed. We continue to evolve because our successful clients, they stick around and they share this information with us. I have a theory, guys. If you're paying a monthly trade room access, right? If you're paying monthly for a trade room out there somewhere, my theory is there's not a single professional trader in a trade room that charges monthly fees. We don't charge monthly fees. We have a one-time membership. Once you're in for life. And the reason why this works best, in my opinion, is because it encourages our successful clients to stick around, right, and help our new members. So we continue to get better and better. We make more money every single day we trade, and a lot of it is just because our clients, right, our members, they learn, they see success, and they share that success with me so I can then share it with you as a brand new client. That's why I always say, if you're paying $300 a month for a trade room out there, you're probably not going to find any real traders there, right? Real traders, as soon as they become successful, they hit the road, right? Why would you? Why would you keep paying money if you're a successful trader? Well, of course, if you don't have to pay any money like you do with us, you stick around, you help the community grow, right? And everybody prospers because of it. So I'm a really big fan of how we structure our trade room. And I really think that has been the secret to our success here in the long run. Because without any monthly fees, our clients, successful clients, can stick around without having to feel pressure to keep spending money on a trade room. And they can then help out our newer members, right, as they come up the ranks, right? This is one of those things, guys. This clearly shows remarkable results. 264 ticks, 43,000 for the month of November, guys, and almost $230,000 on 4 contracts, right? We were trading 4 contracts this time last year as well, and we weren't making nearly as much money as we are now. All right, guys, let's keep moving. We had a busy day, lots of profit, but what happened today? Well, Monday mornings are expected to be slow, especially after a holiday weekend, right? I came in this morning just trying to get one foot in front of the other, right? Where am I right now? Where am I right now, right? One foot in front of the other. Always getting better, getting back into the rhythm, looking at the price action, right? Just kind of, wiping off that stuffing coma, right, from Thanksgiving and Black Friday. As we come back into the markets, this Monday morning was expected to be a little bit slower. Okay, because of the obvious reasons. The same reason why you and I wanted to extend that vacation a little bit longer is the same reason why, right, traders come in a little bit late. Now, what we saw the dollar at the highs. When my dollar hits the highs, I expect price to drop, right? Dollar dropping, I want to be a buyer on gold and crude, right? Well, that's not what happened. We actually saw dollar actually break through those highs at 9:30. It was actually about 9:20. And then after 9:35, right after the U.S. market opened up, we then sold the highs on gold, crude, euro, S&P, Russell, whatever you want to trade. So at 9:30, we were thinking that the dollar was going to drop off these highs and give us a nice buying opportunity on these markets, but that wasn't the case. Dollar broke the highs, which meant we're going to now sell, right? Dollar rising, right? We're now going to sell the gold, sell the crude. And then, of course, it worked out perfectly that after about a half an hour, the dollar now at the highs now came tumbling off those highs. We then were all the way at the lows on gold and crude. We then bought those lows and went back up. So simply looking at the dollar gave us a really good idea as far as direction. We then needed to find the patterns on our own charts. Okay, then of course, like I said, I gave back 24 ticks at the end of the morning this morning on that higher risk trade. Again, that was pretty much forcing that trade. So again, nothing before 9:30, right? Nothing before 9:30. You can see here my dollar chart. Here's my dollar. Once again, in the dollar, we see this strong, right, bullish channel. And where are we? We are right at the highs of that channel. So naturally, we're thinking price is going to look out below, right? Come down. Didn't do that. Okay, didn't do that. What happened was at 9:20, it broke out and kept rising. So at 9:20, and the cash you see right here, right, at 9:20, the dollar breaks out. Then here at 10 o'clock, dollar comes back down. So now what would that mean, right? 9:20, dollar breaks out. I'm going to sell short. Okay, you'll see short trades here for the first couple trades of the morning. Then at 10 o'clock, the dollar slows down. You'll notice we see momentum here, right? Curls over and points down as well, right? So dollar starts tumbling off those new highs. We know, of course, we want to be looking to capitalize on that. So we're going to be buying the lows. We had just sold the highs, right, off the dollar rising. Now we're in a great spot here now to buy those lows as we come right back up. Okay, so the dollar in a upward trending channel. At the top of that channel, we initially thought, look for the dollar to drop, which would be a buying opportunity. Everything else, didn't get it though. Dollar broke out. We then sold the highs, right? 10 o'clock, the dollar then comes back down. We then bought the lows. Let's take a look at crude now. Now, see, crude actually gave us a really great example of this today because, again, right, draw my trend lines here again, right? Mark my highs, mark my lows, right? There's the highs, there's my lows. You can also see we also drew a channel here. So we notice now this is my 55 range chart. Okay, much slower time frame than what you might be used to seeing here, right? We usually don't go any slower than a 34, but this is my 55. And so right off the bat, we see divergence at the highs, right? There's divergent short at the highs. We're at the highs, so naturally now I'm going to be selling these highs.